गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। Page 57, verse 54. No book you have? You don't have book? Huh? So, you don't have phone, no? It can be online. Tomorrow you get na krishna brahma vrittissa shakti kintvekadesha bhag घट शक्तिर्यथा भूमौ स्निग्धमृत्येव वर्तते पादोस्य सर्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्ति स्वयं प्रभः इत्येकदेशवृत्तित्वम् मायाया वदति श्रुतिः। we were seeing, I don't know whether you have heard the classes which I took in Johannesburg. Heard? You have to hear that. You heard? Sure, good. You? You have to catch up. I will not be able to repeat the whole thing. If you have love for knowledge, you will do anything to get it. So, what the topic of Maya had come. Why topic of Maya had come? Because this chapter is called Panchbhut Vivek. So, Panchbhut Vivek Sadaiv Somidam Agre Asit. This was the verse in discussion. This mantra was in discussion. So, why the mantra was in discussion? Because between Panchbhut and existence, they have to discriminate. Panchbhut is different and existence is different. Existence is not the Panchbhut. So, to discuss that, Sadaiv Somidam Agre Asit, they had taken the word idam first. And after the word idam, if you remember, ekam eva dvitiyam was taken. After the word ekam eva dvitiyam, agre was taken. Before, how can time be possible? Then after that word, sad was taken. How the sad will be there in the pralaya? The existence is without any attribute. Existence alone is there. Existence alone means it is not off in by. There is no verb existing with the existence. Like in the deep sleep state, existence alone is there. We had seen it in detail. Please go through it. After the point of existence, now a new topic has come. And that topic was of Maya. Why the topic of Maya had come? This topic is skipped in Chandogya Upanishad. They said from Brahman, from Sat, the 5 elements had come. Now that Sat or the Brahman cannot modify, it cannot become the real cause. It cannot become real cause. And that is infinite, that is one without a second. How can from that the world come out? Something is not modifying and from that something is coming out, that is not explainable. And therefore, to explain the existence, I told that Brahman cannot become the cause of the world. Brahman cannot give birth to world. You need a Grahast Brahman. You need a Grahast Brahman to give birth to something called world. And that Grahast Brahman, as if it had Maya. To bring that, to explain the cause of the world, the Maya was introduced. In that Maya portion, we were seeing what is the nature of Maya. Is it existence or it is non-existent? Then it cannot be existence. Because the Maya is the Shakti of Brahman. It is Shakti. Shakti means Karyanumeya, which is known by its effect. Shakti is that which is known by its effect. Is it clear now? So Shakti can never be independent of Shaktiman. Power cannot be independent of the one whose power is there. So Maya cannot be independent. There are not two distinct things. Like there are two distinct hands are there. One hand can be seen without other hand. So Shakti is always superimposed on Brahman. Another point was mentioned that Shakti cannot be existent in nature because already the possessor and possessed are different. Possessor can't be possessed. Like I possess a dog, I can't be dog. Or dog can't be me. Possessed cannot be of the same thing as possessor. Take dog you don't like, never mind. So the morning where you bring dog, etc. Okay. Supposing you say I possess house. So house cannot be you, or you can't be house. Possessed and possessor will be different. So Shakti cannot be of the nature of existence. And existence, if supposing if you say no, there is existence, then problem will be there will be two existences. If there are two existences, then the very statement ekam eva advitiyam will be contradicted. And also in the deep sleep, you will have two experiences, which is not there. Two existences will imply that there is a space or a time factor. Moment two comes, time will come into picture. And if time it comes into picture, the existence will become non-existent because it will modify. So Maya cannot be existent. So let us be Maya non-existent. If Maya is non-existence, it will be non-experienced. Non-experienced like the horn of the hare or like the son of a barren woman. They are non-existent. But because we see name and form which are modifying, something is there which is modifying, therefore we can say that this is the product of Maya because something is seen very well but not provable. Something is experiential but not logical. Experiential without being logical is called Maya, product of Maya. I experience the body, but it is not logical to have the body. Why? Because there should be no modification in the Sat. Body is seen in Sat or in Brahman only. How can in Brahman creation can come out? When Brahman is everywhere, all around, how can time and space come in Brahman? So don't ask such question, when did time come, when did space come, when was I born first? People say, when was my first birth? These are not right questions. Because when you are saying, when was I first born, that means assuming the time was existing and then you were born. And if you say, I was born first time, so that is a very big problem because you got a body without action. You got a body without any doing action. And action you cannot do without body. So these things are not, anything which is of the Maya is not provable, but perceptible. Understand? Sometimes Maya is more difficult than Brahman because you are trying to prove it. You want the right answer of a wrong question. You want the right answer of why he is like that. Why you are asking me? Why are you asking me? Huh? Ask that person. Because you are available. Somebody was asking, I called that person yesterday only. Why they are not coming to serve? And ask those people. It is their nature, like your nature is that. Anything which is of the nature of ignorance, product of ignorance, it is not provable. Don't try it. You can see, okay, what can we do to make them come? You can ask this question. What can we do to make them come? What can we do to make him understand? That you can ask a question. But you cannot ask, why is not understanding? Why is not understanding? Because his misunderstanding is based on ignorance, and ignorance does not have any logic. Why is not understanding this point when I am repeating it so many times? Because it is made out of ignorance only. And why ignorance is there? There is no logic. Because ignorance itself is beginningless. Moment you say why ignorance is there, that means you want a cause of ignorance. And other than ignorance, only knowledge is there. That means we are saying the knowledge must be the cause of ignorance, which is contradiction. Therefore, ignorance is always beginningless. It does not have a beginning, but it has an end. Okay, so never confront the nature of any person. If he submits, you can tell, okay, if he says, I am not able to change my nature, what can I do? Then we can find some sadhana and tell this is the way to change the nature. But don't put yourself into unnecessary problem by again and again questioning his nature. Why he is like that? Why don't people respond? Why this is like that? Why I am like that? Why my anger is not? Don't ask such questions. Don't waste your time in that. And if I say last birth, then you say, why last birth is there? Why world is like that? Why when so many God and Mahatmas come, why the people are not changing? Why Bhagwan Ram came and still people are same? Don't ask this question. I hope you're understanding that. Don't hit your head against the wall, because wall will break. And then we have to get somebody to make it again, and we don't have so much of funds right now. You saw the message, no? Raksha's message. Raksha had sent a message in the morning, I saw. Don't use debit and credit card for a few days. So Maya is not Sat. Maya is experiential, but not totally Asat. And therefore it is called Sad Asad Vilakshana Maya, which is other than existence. You understood? Kritni? Ab you all come fresh. When you have love for knowledge, please go through the earlier recordings. I think Kaushiki, you should go through it. Earlier, Johannesburg's recording, I think we had 5 classes. 4 or 5? 5? 5 classes. Please go through it. And each verse you go through it. Those who have already gone, very good. Those who have not gone, please go through it. This is the area of tapasya actually. Subjects are very easy if you are austere person. For austere person, he'll make every difficult thing easy. Austerity's very work is to that. What was non-comprehensible, he makes it comprehensible. And therefore he stands apart. What is very difficult for others, he does it that because of his tenacity, his concentration. He's going into the subject for 2 hours, 3 hours. He will hold his pen and paper and find out everything. Okay? So, Maya is Sad Asad, Asad Vilakshana. I hope this point is clear. You have heard it earlier also, but Vidyaranya Swami opens it little more. What is in the Shruti, Vidyaranya Swami elaborates it and makes it much more evident and clear and lucid and doubtless. Then, one more point he said, Maya cannot be added as something. Like you and your shadow is equal to you. You and shadow, waker plus dreamer is equal to waker. What is of the Maya cannot be added to the Brahman as separately. A separate entity is not there. And for that he gave certain arguments and all these things, which we had seen. You can refer to it. It is not an entity. Now, the 54th verse we had seen. Na kritsna brahma vritti sa shakti. Sa shakti, that Maya does not reside upon the whole Brahman. Vritti means location. Brahmani vritti. That Maya does not reside upon, page 57, reside upon the whole Brahman. Why? Sa kintu ek desh bhag, but it is only on one part of it. What example was given? As the power of creating the pot is not in the whole earth. There are only certain part of earth which have wetness or which have little, that mud can be moldable mud. If you go to, what is it called, sand, a lot of powdery mud is there. That cannot make a pot out of it because it is not wet. See, the example is given. And therefore, Maya is not on the whole Brahman, as the power of creating the pot is not on the whole earth. Like power of creating ornament is not on the all golds. If the gold is 24 carat, it cannot create ornament because it will brittle, it will break. It will not be stern, tenacity is not there, therefore the mixed alloyed gold is there, 18 carat or something. Power of creativity is not there. Achha. 55th verse. Then he quotes Purush Sukta. Padosya sarva bhutani tripadasti swayam prabha. You heard this? Padosya vishwa sarva bhutani tripadasya amritam divi. Hai na? Purush Sukta. You have heard? If you have not heard, please hear it. So from Padosya sarva bhutani tripadasti swayam prabha, this is in inverted comma. So what is said here? So supposing Brahman has 4 parts. So in 1 quarter, pad means quarter. In 1 quarter only the whole world is. Sarvani bhutani is padah asya brahmana. Achha, tripadasti. And the 3 parts are Swayam Prabha, are self-effulgent. Iti ek desh vrittitvam mayayaha. So Maya is only on 1 part. Vadati shrutihi. This is said by the Shruti. But how can Brahman have any part that it has 4? Just to explain it is said here. Just to explain this is said, the words are used like that. Achha, like supposing on the snake the rope is seen. You see only 1 part of the rope, not the whole rope you are seeing. You are seeing only the top part, left, right, front, underneath part of the rope that you are not seeing. Achha, always Illusion is on any one part, on the one on which the truth is there. Truth is there. Okay? Like Panchmahabhut. On Panchmahabhut, only one part or some part is the forms, and names and forms are there. Please understand this. That self or that Brahman or that Sat in which there is no time, no space, how can there be any part? This will be later asked the question. This is just to explain that. Explain that. It is seen only partially, it is seen. Partially it is seen, not totally it is seen. Any illusion is because of some truth. And on the whole truth, you cannot see, only a part is there. Therefore we say Rag and Dvesh are false. Why? Because when you are attached, you see only a part of that. That he is very good, he is very good. You are blind to his badness or his negative point. And supposing you don't like, you are blind to his goodness. If you have attachment, your eyes are defective, you can't see the complete person. And if you have hatred, you can't see again that he has some goodness also. You are overemphasizing his negativity and disturbing your mind unnecessary. Already there are many issues which disturb, you are adding one more to it. Acha? Haan. Part means that on that whole, only appearance is there on some part. Aspect kar lo usko. If you don't like the word part, you can say one aspect of that. In one aspect of that, in one side of that, you are seeing the falseness. Acha? Haan. But tell me why Maya cannot be seen on the whole? It will become infinite. If Maya is seen on the whole, it will become infinite. It will become all-pervasive. It will become nitya. And no all-pervasive thing can be changing. It cannot be changing. If something is all-pervasive, it cannot be changing, because change requires that you should leave something and take something. If one thing is all-pervasive, it cannot be two. Their time cannot be there. Same thing is now said in 56 verse. He is quoting Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter. Please read. Vishtapyamidam kritsnam ekam shen sthito jagat iti Krishna Arjunaya Jagatastwekadeshatam. Who remembers 10th chapter? You already by heart. I forgot. You have by hearted. Now tell me the whole sloka. This is second line. Will you tell first? I can tell second. Don't complicate my life. Already lot of complications. Tell me the second line. Tell me, you are telling second and first line. Tell me. Vishtabhyamyam krishnam ekam shen sthito jagat. No? Go away. Vishtabhyahamidam krishnam. It's not Krishnam, don't correct it. It's Krishnam. Vishtabhyahamidam krishnam ekam shen sthito jagat. Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam srimad urjitam eva tattat ev avagachatvam mama tejomsha sambhavam. That is the slok different. This slok is before that. Athava bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna. Then it comes. Okay, how much to remember all these things, you know? I Can't study so much, I can't by heart so much. Do sadhana also, do mission work also, do this also, go there also, come there also, go to reservoir also, comes back also, take bhiksha there also, do live streaming also. How can all these things? Sleep also, get up in time also, go to the temple also, sit in the puja also. I can't make it, I'm so sorry. So, go to Kriti's program also. Where am I working? Vishtabhyamidam Krishnam ekamshen aham. Vishtabhyamidam means I exist Krishnam Jagat in one part of me. In my one part, whole world is seen. Vishtabhyam is supporting. Idam Krishnam ekanshena sthito Jagat. Whole world is existing in one part. Krishnam means whole. Not HULE, WHULE. Because whole and whole have same pronunciation. When Purnamada was there, Purnamada, Purnamidam. So translation is whole was there. That was whole, this is whole. So somebody was writing and he said HULE. There is a problem with some English language sometimes. Two words have same pronunciation, but they have totally different in meanings. So, this is there. Vishtabhyam idam, I am supporting the whole. Idam jagat. Idam jagat. Acha, Krishnam. Idam Krishnam jagat. Krishnam means one, this whole world. Whole. Krishna means akhilam, whole. Ekamshen, in one part of me. Iti Arjuna, iti Krishna Arjunaya aha. Fourth case. This is what Krishna ji is saying to Arjun ji. Bole why ji? Krishna Arjunaya aha. Acha, jagatah tu ek deshatam. The world is occupying only part of Brahman. Acha? Haan. That is only part. I hope you are understanding that. Remember one point, that the Brahman or the Sat or the consciousness without time and space is called Paramarthik Satta. There are three words. Paramarthik Satta, Pratibhasik Satta and Vyavharik Satta. These words we have heard earlier. Paramarthik Satta is abaditam. It is non-negatable in time and space. Why? Because that consciousness is not part, product or property. That consciousness is independent. That consciousness is non-destructible. Please keep your attention there. So, that is called Paramarthik Satta, which is non-negatable. Abaditam. These words, you have to get some scar of these words. This is why Vedanta listening is required, because you develop some scar of that. Understanding will not help unless it has become a vasana. Then only it will take out the wrong vasana. Vasana goes by vasana. So Vedanta vasana will take away the Jagat Satyat vasana. Okay, fine. So that is Paramarthik Satta, which is infinite, Anant, Purnam, Deshatit, Kalatit. Fine. Then this Pratibhasik Satta, Jagat is Pratibhasik or Vyavharik Satta. So, how can the Paramarthik Satta, another Satta cannot be two Paramarthik Satta, because for two you need space, you need time, they'll negate each other. Because one has to end, then another will come. So you can't have two selves, two consciousnesses, two sat, two existences. You can't have that. Okay, I understand that. ठीक है ना? If one is there, now another is seen called world. Now world cannot occupy the whole. Why? Because it is constantly manifesting and unmanifesting. For manifesting and unmanifesting, unmanifest should be bigger than the manifest. And therefore, world will always be seen, appearances and disappearances. The film cannot occupy the whole screen. It is only seen on the top part of the screen. It has not permeated each thread of the screen. If it has permeated each thread of the screen, then it will be seen from the back also. Who? Film. Then you go back of the picture hall, and from the back also you can see this film because it has the screen has become film. It is not there at all. Or projector, what Prithviraj has put. You projector, see this projector. You cannot see the picture from the back. Acha? Haan. Anything which is mithya or false, it has the nature of appearance on some truth only. So whole world is only on one part. One part has a meaning of appearing in me. Please don't take it literally one part. Don't take it literally. So that he is again saying in 57th verse. Please repeat. You get that from her. You can send the link. Sabhumim vishvato vrittva atyatishthatasangulam vikaravarti chatrasti shruti sutra kritor vachah. Again, first line is a quotation. Where from? Purusha. Sabhumim vishvato vrittvatyatishta dashangulam, put in inverted comma. So, sa means that truth, consciousness, sat. Acha. He pervades the whole world. Vishvato means entirely. He entirely pervades the world. Because any adhishthan will pervade the adhyas. Acha, see the interesting portion. Atyatishtat, it excels more than what it is. Atyatishtat means it excels or goes beyond the world. It goes beyond the space and kal. It goes beyond the space and time. Atyatishtat is beyond that. He is much more than that. He is much more than that. When Swami Abhedananda was giving a talk, so somebody was introducing him. So he said, Swamiji is a great exponent of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad के बहुत बड़े विद्वान हैं. And he was there. Swamiji said, he said that he is a scholar of Bhagavad, means I am not knowing another scholar, I am not there. Jokingly he said. He is saying, I am a Vidwan in Bhagavad, that means I am not Vidwan in anything else other than Bhagavad. And then he said, I am beyond it. उससे भी ज्यादा है. He is more than that. Atyatishta, he excels that. Don't think he is only this much. I am Brahman only. I am Brahman only, I am not Vidwan. I am Brahman. Atyatishta, he is more than that. Getting my point, no? He is more than that. Much more than what you had seen. Much more what you have seen. Supposing today in dream I became a police officer. Acha, then I will say, you are much more than the police officer. On you the whole dream was Atyatishtat. You are much more than the police officer of the dream. You excel. Understood, no? Not only this, you are much more. You will say, ocean is much more than the wave. It is not wave. You cannot say ocean is wavy all the time. Wherever wave, the ocean is only wave. Wave is little of the ocean expresses as a wave. The ocean is totally deep, depth. There is no wave in the depth of the ocean. Atyatishtat. Acha? Like rope is a snake. No, rope is much more than the snake, what you are saying. Rope is much more than the snake. Don't think rope is a snake. Don't make a conclusion like that. Atyatishtat. I hope you have noted this point. Excelling or going beyond universe, time, space. Much more. Excelling here means much more. Much more. Acha, well, I am a singer, I am a dancer, I am a politician. You are much more than what you are, what I you are defining. Your I is beyond all these identities. You are much more than what you are sad for. You are much more. Beyond it. Well, understood. But he is not still satisfied. He is Atyatishtat dashangulam. See the word here. Oh, you got it? Acha. Very good. So it is there. Atyatishtat dashangulam. He is excelling by 10 fingers. 10 fingers, understand? Like this is called 10 fingers. 5 fingers is there. Only I have only 4. Never mind. So, some people have 1 finger less. Some have 6 fingers also. Some have 2 toes. Where will you get the shoes? So, then you talk, Harish ji has asked. Harish ji he used to make shoes. So, but in family there. Atyatishtat dashangulam. 10 fingers more it is there. Why 10 fingers? Just an expression that it is more than that. All Purush Sutras are there. Oh, acha. It is beyond it. When you say I am very sad, you are much beyond sadness. Yaar, क्यों define कर रहे हो अपने आप को? Don't define yourself. I am a very sad person. Don't define. Don't just put yourself in a bracket. You are much ahead. Don't try to confine yourself like that. Acha, but I am not a singer. I am very sad. I am not a singer. You are beyond singing and non-singing both. Don't try to be inferior. Those who say, I have lot of money, that also is wrong. And those who say, I have no money, that also is wrong. If you identify with the presence of money or absence of money, both is wrong. Money and no money, you are just illuminator. You are much beyond than money or having no money. Don't try to put that as whole thing in yourself. Supposing you say, no, he is a fool. He may be fool on certain aspect, but certain aspect he is not fool. He always puts the food in his mouth, not the ear. So he is not fool regarding that aspect. He is more than what you see. Foolness is incidental personality in him. He has some foolness, I agree, but that is incidental. It is coming and going in him. It is not the only personality in him. Don't define him completely by that personality. And don't define yourself completely, I did very good work. You are much beyond the work. Atyatishtat dashangulam. Acha, I am old, I am young, I am male, I am female, wanting to have a male. Wanting to have a male? I mean email I wanting. Okay. I want to have an email, waiting for an email from some male. Because I am female. Don't put yourself in a strong bracket. You are much beyond that. Atyatishthad dashangulam. If you can enjoy Vedanta, I can tell you, while understanding only you will become very quiet. You need not go anywhere. I want to go somewhere. Acha? Somewhere I want to go. In Himalayas I will go. What you will do there? Wholly what will you do? You are such an active person. You will only keep on looking your mobile, why signal is not coming. And if you go to some ashram, you will disturb others. So try to invest your mind in sadhana, satsang, seva and prepare yourself for that stage. Atyatishtat dashangulam. Are you seeing both the expression? Atyatishtat dashangulam. This is Purush Sukta. Now, he is quoting Brahma Sutra. Vikaravarti chatrasti shruti sutra kritor vachaha. देखो सूत्र है. सूत्र means Brahma Sutra. Vyas Bhagwan has written. Veda Vyas. And what is a sutra? Sutra is vikaravarti cha tatha hi aha. This is sutra. If you see a footnote, it is written 4.4.19 CF. Saw that? But I told the sutra also. Whole sutra is vikaravarti cha tatha hi aha. This is the sutra. If you want to check, you can go and check. Well, I don't have the book. No, you can get the book. Vikaravarti cha atrasti. Vikaravarti means karya prapanch. And avarti means pervading beyond karya prapanch. Vikaravarti means pervading beyond karya prapanch. Pervading beyond the world. Acha. And atra means with respect to this topic. Which topic? Maya yaha brahmatva. Maya is in one part of the Brahman. With respect to that topic, Sutra, matlab Brahma Sutra has said this world or the Karya Prapanch is excelling or pervading beyond. Like you had thousands of dreams you had in this world, in this life. From the childhood, if I calculate number of dreams, so you must have millions of dreams. But you are beyond all dreams. Well, this example I understand. You are beyond it. Why? Because you are the undifferentiated consciousness on which hundreds of dreams will appear and disappear. Similarly, you are the undifferentiated consciousness in which worlds appear and disappear. Bole dream I understood. Dream what you said, hundreds of dream, millions I understand. But when you say world is appearing and disappearing, that is a problem actually. It is difficult to digest that fact. Acha? Yes. It is very difficult for me. Very difficult. Okay. Aja, tell me one thing. In the dream you have consciousness? Well, yes. Does it have a waking time or dream time? Who? Dream consciousness. No, dream consciousness doesn't have any time. Time is belonging to the dreamer, dream world. The consciousness does not have a time because before dream also the consciousness was existing without time and space. In the deep sleep also consciousness was there existing without time and space. Dream was a consciousness, yes. Dream consciousness in which dreamer, dream world came and went away. Okay, yeah. Understood? When you woke up, then dream consciousness had time or not? You said the dream consciousness did not have time and space. Please get my point. In waking, the dream consciousness, where it went? Huh? It cannot go. There is no space and no time. Then how did you wake up? How did you wake up? My dear, the dream consciousness did not wake up. On the dream consciousness, now the whole waking world has come. That's it. That means still the dream consciousness alone, no, don't call it dream consciousness. Just call it consciousness. That was, I gave the name because it was a dream. Oh, you mean to say this whole waking world has appeared on the same consciousness? Exactly. And what about this person whom I call I? Who is worried? Who is happy? Who is ill sometimes? Who is coughing? Cough is not going. What about that? Who will not have breakfast today? What about that? Well, that is your problem. Anything false is your problem. That is your problem. That you created. Even if this is there and dream consciousness is there, that consciousness may be there. So that means I am beyond this dream, waking body also. Of course. You mean to say that in the dream the consciousness was without time and space. And when you woke up, you became one with time and space. Then again when you will go to dream, again it will go to unconsciousness without time and space. It is a joke or what? That consciousness without time and space is becoming time. Are kaise ho sakta hai? And if it had become time and space, how can it be back again? So what you want to say? Like all the dreamers and dream, you are existing beyond that. Similarly, you are existing beyond all waking experiences also. You are beyond all waker also. If you become waker, you will be baker. Baker, you will have bakery. Bakery of aham. It will be fried in the oven. In the bakery, they put in the oven, I think. The bread, etc., just put in the oven. So you will put in the oven of, I have to do this, I am not doing this. He is very good. He did not praise me. He praised me a lot. He only understands me. They don't understand. Foolish person. He is jealous of me. He can't see my joy. I am frustrated with that person. I will also not praise him. I put such a nice shirt. See, Stanley's put a nice shirt. Check is there. Check shirt is there. Sierra's color and this color is matching here. क्या बात है आपकी? Don't study objectively Vedanta. Subjectify it. And don't study world subjectively, objectify it. Don't subjectify the worldly experience and don't objectify Vedanta and Bhakti. कोई मतलब नहीं है आपका कोई experience. You are much, much beyond that. You excel it. Like, mathematics professor of university was there. Doctor and professor. He was teaching his 2.5-year-old boy that see 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. He said, Daddy, you know table of 2? He said, yes. Tell me, the 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. He said, wow, He went to the school, he said, you know, my daddy knows table of two. He is a mathematics professor, a professor and doctorate under whom people do PhD. He is much beyond that. Similarly, as for a professor, table of two is much beyond. Millions of bigger he is than the table of two. Similarly, this world is much smaller in comparison to that Brahman. I hope, well, I'm understanding. That example was very good of dream consciousness becoming. I have to contemplate on that. Then I'll become that consciousness. No, you'll not become. Don't become. You are still there. You will only realize that this false person is false. In Vedanta, you don't have to become. You have to unbecome what you are not. Wave does not have to become water. It has to just realize, I was never a wave. Film has to never become screen. It has to realize I was never becoming a hero or a villain. I was ever a screen only. Acha? Haan. 58th verse, please read. Niramshayapyam shamaropya. Please raise the volume. Your volume, not the mic volume. I'm just giving Niranshe api amsham aropya. Don't get confused. Little you see long words, nervousness comes before seeing only. Any long word we see, that length only creates nervousness. And we see now that everybody is not chanting, or oh, I'm the only one not chanting. Please see. And consolation is that nobody is chanting. Niramshayapyam shamaropya kritsnem sheveti prichyatah tat bhashayottaram brute Shruti Shrotra Hitaishini. Now the student says, Bole Gurudev, please tell me, how can the Brahman, which is without part, on that you are saying in one part of the Brahman the world came again and again. This I already answered. I already answered this point that Shruti Hitaishini. It is a well-wisher of the student. Well-wisher, why? Shruti brute. Brute means it is saying. Tad bhashaya uttaram, in the language of the student he is talking. The talking is in the language of the student. He understands a part, word, part, and therefore we are using a language. But it does not mean literally. Don't take the word literally there. There is no part. It is mainly, it is the meaning of appearance in him. Appearance in the truth. Appearance in the... Because please note, truth cannot have part. Anything infinite cannot have a part. Because if infinite will have a part, then you can say multiplied by something, it will become whole. That cannot have a part. You cannot say this is 1/millionth part of the space. That means if you multiply by 1 million, it will become whole space. That will make finite. Any finite thing alone can have a part. You can't separate, take two parts of space. No, you cannot separate two parts of space. Why? In between what will be there? You can separate water, you can separate fire, you can separate earth, because they are already with some shape. But something which is shapeless cannot be made two parts. I understand that. Niranshe api ansham arop. It is just a superimposition. It is just a adhyarop. Superimposition. Kritsne. Krishne amsheva. It is on one part or no part, whole Brahman or one part of Brahman. This statement is only, it's figurative and not literal, because Brahman itself has no part. But language, there is a barrier of language, and therefore we are using it really again and again in one part, in three part. It is extending behind 10 fingers. All these are expressions just to tell two things: that the false Maya substratum is the Brahman, and second thing, that it is only appearing and disappearing in that. I gave the example sufficiently on the dream. I hope it will be clear to you. Sattatvamāśrita shakti kalpayet sati vikriyaha varna bhittigata bhittau Chitram nana vidham tatha. Shakti ashritaha. This Shakti, Maya Shakti, ashritaha. Sat tattvam. It is ashrit on the Brahman. Sat tattvam. It is all ashrit, means superimposed on the Sat. And what it does? Kalpayet. It projects. Vikriyaha means karyani, world. It projects. Project is a very important word. Project means something without changing the substratum on the same when it is seen, then it is called projection. Supposing you say, that person, doesn't like me. Then you say, it's your projection only. Nothing like that. He doesn't never talked about you. He doesn't talk about me. Never I talked about. Acha? Yes. Projection in your mental thing is there. It's your imagination. Another word for projection is imagination. Kalpet sati. Here sati is not sati saptami. Sati is upon sat. Upon sat. This is seventh case. Sati vikriyaha. And how varna bhitti. At that time film was not there. Therefore he gives the example of canvas. On the wall, bhitto means on the wall, lot of paints are made. Chitram nana vidam tatha. This completes. If you remember, I had told you that till 59th verse, 47 to 59th verse is the Maya Shakti of Brahman. Now, from 47th verse, from 60th verse onwards to maybe 76th verse, now another topic is going to come. Akash Srishti and Akash Brahma Vivek. That we will see from tomorrow. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om.